Hey gamers, I am Sybersnake7. I just want to have a quick chat about the revival that I went to on Saturday. It was on for 2 days at the Wolverhampton racecourse. I only went for the 1 day though, but absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. Obviously I got there a bit too early, 2 hours early to be precise, but a bit of an eager beaver, but never mind. But queued up, got in there, I was about the 3rd person through the door. First impressions of the place, it was a pretty decent setup. For what it was, obviously being the first time down this side of the world, basically. And a few good stalls, all different types of stalls. Obviously you had your stalls with your classic games on, obviously your Mega Drive, your Master Systems, your Super Nintendo, your GameCube, you name it, it was there. You also had your stalls with the old computers, the Spectrums, the Commodore 64s, the Amstrads. You had stalls with retro t-shirts on and memorabilia and things like that. The only thing I found disappointing was the games I thought were slightly overpriced, and also there wasn't very many import games there, which I do tend to go for. I do like my import games a lot. So it doesn't matter, you know, at the end of the day, I went round the stalls first, picked myself a couple of few items up, nothing major because I've got to pull my purse strings because I'm obviously doing my 3 console challenge within 8 weeks, and I've just this minute purchased one. So that's on its way, so that should be it. So that's console number 1 done. Whether I get 3 after buying that one is another question indeed, but we'll just have to see. So anyway, went round the stalls, picked myself a few items, but I'll get to them in a bit. Obviously doing the stalls, and then I thought I'll get the opportunity to get on the arcades. Great selection of arcade games. Being in there first, I had the pick of the bunch basically, because obviously there was hardly anybody there. So I played all the best games that was in there before the place was actually overrun by gamers. But did that, and then I thought to myself, right, I'm going to have a look around, see if I can spot anybody that I know off YouTube. And the first 2 people I bumped into was Into Ghost Adam and Shock 16. A very, very brief encounter with those guys, unfortunately. Just said hello and, you know, how long you been here and, you know, how long you down for. But that seemed like they wanted to just get on with the day, and that's fair enough, guys. So just hope you enjoyed your weekend down there. So I left those guys to it. And then had another wander around the arcades, and then bumped into the main man, Ninja Bear Hug, Stu. So me and him tagged along together for about an hour. He got well excited, giddy as a schoolboy to be precise, when he found himself a giant Game Boy, playing Tetris on that. So he was playing that for a bit, and I was doodling on the old handheld, the old retro systems. We had to go around the arcades, kicked each other's ass on a few fighting games, and unbeknownst to me, he was meeting Retro Dave, which I'd never met before, another YouTuber, and he gave him a call. He was standing right behind us, and he was with his friend. Apologies, I can't remember your mate's name, Dave, but a great guy, and I've got to say, me and Dave just hit it off just like that, you know what I mean? Absolutely fantastic bloke. Brilliant YouTuber, brilliant bloke. He's so easy to get on with, and us four, we just tagged along all day long, went round the shops, obviously arcade mad. We played the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade machine, 4-player, kicked that ass, completed that, but we did have about 60 credits each, but it was worth it as a laugh. And obviously going round the shops, Dave knows how to spend his money, that's all I can say, he knows how to spend his money. And he bought himself some really nice items, and a last minute purchase at the end of the day, which I helped him get a decent deal on, because he'd never had one of these systems before. But if you want to see all that, I'll leave a link down to his channel below. Please check this guy out, and Ninja Bear Hug. I know you're going to know who Ninja Bear Hug is, and I know you're going to know who Retro Dave is. But I'm leaving the links anyway. Go check his latest video out, which he did as soon as he got home on Saturday night. How he did that I don't know, because I was too tired. But anyway, great day, played the arcades, picked up a few purchases, had a few goes of a couple of competitions that were there. These guys, the Retro Collector Stall, basically it was a website that they're promoting, and Stu is a good friend of one of the guys who actually runs this site. They were doing two competitions. One was a Donkey Kong Country one where you had to get the most amount of points within 3 minutes. Me and Dave was obsessed with that one. And Ninja Bear Hug was obsessed with the Sonic Challenge, where you have to do a boss battle, beat all the bosses without dying. You got 1 life, and you got to do it the fastest time. Now, he was winning all day, and he got beat by 1 second right at the end of the day, which is pretty gutting, to be honest. But as I say, like, you know, we was doing that. We had a raffle. Dave's mate won a couple of prizes. Fair play to him. And obviously after that we went out to McDonald's, you know the joke, guys. Come back, had another peruse, bought more games, had more time on the arcades, we had a drink, and then basically I think that was about it, to be honest. We just got to the point where we'd just done everything that we could. But I've got to say, lads, absolute top day. You made my day even better by meeting up with you guys. And I'm just hoping to God I'll see you, Dave, and Ninja Bear Hug down Expo in Manchester this year, because it's going to be absolutely awesome. And there's a load of new YouTubers, obviously I've been subbed to now, that are going. And I'm absolutely looking forward to seeing you guys as well. So, but anyway, in general, the overview, a very good first year. Obviously room for improvement. Hoping to God it does come back next year, because I still will go again. I'll spend a day down there, but I think personally 1 day was enough for the for the Wolverhampton one, because the venue wasn't massive, so I really got to do everything that I wanted to do in the 1 day. But yet again, as I say, I still will go again next year. But let's move on to some of the items that I picked up. Obviously I bought a couple of items, and I got a few free items, but I'll get into that story in a bit. Now, the items that I bought exactly 4 items, and it didn't cost the earth for these. But the first item I picked up on as soon as I walked through the door off one of these stalls. I only paid a £5, but the old saying is you pay for what you get. Now, the box is original, but obviously I didn't open the box up, and I found out the item was fake in there, which is a bit of a... But I've now put an original item in this box to make it an original item, and it is this. I picked up a supposedly boxed NTSC Super Nintendo controller. Now the box is genuine, it's a genuine box, but the controller inside is fake. So all I've done is exchanged one of my brand new NTSC controllers, popped it in here, and then I'm using the crappy fake one to play my Super Nintendo as we speak. Well, I'm glad I've got it. So I paid a £5 for an original box, but now it's complete. So yeah, at the end of the day, all's well that ends well. So I'm happy with that. That's one complete, proper boxed NTSC controller for the Super Nintendo. Pop that back up there. Now the next item, another item, Retro Dad was talking to me about, and we found at the stall there. He's bought a number of these, and he paid through the nose for them, and they are excellent items. He showed them me when he picked them up. He picked them up from the actual guy. I think it was either Ireland he come from, or Scotland he flew over, and I can't remember, I'm not too sure. But the things he does, they're called beadies, and he makes different characters from all types of video games, and this one caught my eye. This one cost a tenner, but believe me, I will be getting a few more, because they are lovely little items. And there it is. Obviously you can see who the character is, the guy from Splatterhouse. Favourite series of games for me, obviously, but they're like obviously sleeping flat. They're like, if you can get the close up, they're like beads, and they're all compressed together to make some fantastic looking detailed characters. But you can get all sorts, from Zelda to Mega Man to obviously this one, Castlevania, you name it, he'll make it for you. But this one just caught my eye, so I thought I'd grab that one. But there you go, that's the first item, which is my beanie of the Splatterhouse character. Now the second item I bought was one of the only import games I actually found in there. So as soon as I seen it, I just snapped it up, because it was one game that I really didn't want to get out of anyway, because I want to try and get all the Mario games. But it was this one, the Japanese version of Super Mario 64, absolutely pristine condition. I got this for 20, which is a pretty good deal, I suppose. Because I want all the Mario games that I can get on the N64 that I can get out of. So I've got the first edition of this. There is another one which I do want, which enables you to use the vibration pack, which is I think the Asian version. But this one, glad to have it, and it can go into my N64 collection. But it's pristine, and I'm happy to have that. There you go. That's the Mario 64 Japanese version. I'll pop that up there. Back into the collection. Now the third game I bought was a recommendation of Retro Dave himself, because I haven't bought many NES titles, and he was harping on about getting Gremlins 2 because he absolutely loves that game, and we sat there and watched him more or less do the game, but I didn't come across that one, or I probably didn't buy it, but I picked this one up, which he did recommend, and it cost me £2, which I can't really moan, but it is off-road racing. For the NES, highly recommended by Dave himself, and I know the 16-bit brothers played this on their last video, so I'm really looking forward to it. Really good condition, and for £2 I'm not arguing. But that is the final item I bought from the revival. I didn't really spend too much, to be honest, so that's like what, 32 £32 I spent, seriously, on items there, which is quite good for me. But there you go, that's the 3 items that I actually bought. Now, as I say, these guys, Retro Collect, they had their own stall, they was doing the competitions, and Retro Dave noticed I was giving away 3 games. And I thought, well, I've got to get a piece of this. So obviously, you make a little donation, so technically I threw him a £5 for the website for a donation, and I got a t-shirt, and I got a number of titles, like a few little games. Now, one game, for free, I'm not arguing, a PS2 game, and it is 1945 Part 1 and 2, complete. And for free, I'm not moaning. Adds to the collection of the PS2 games. And then I got 3 Commodore 64 games, which I haven't played mine for ages. So I thought this is a good incentive to get it back out again. So for free, I'm not going to moan. So the first one I picked up was Batman the Cape Crusader. And then the second one was Ace of Aces. Now I'm not too sure if I got this one because I haven't looked at my collection for a long time. But they're all pristine condition, and they all are, you know, fully, you know, instructions, and I've got the games in. And then I got the gold collection, where you've got like Ghost Chaser, Drop Zone, Tapas, Spy Hunter, Beachhead, and Tolagenda, whatever that is at the end, at the top of there. But all for free. Absolutely not complaining about that whatsoever. But them are my pickups from the revival event. But personally, had a fantastic day. Absolutely so glad that I met up with Ninja Bear Hug and Retro Dave. Top blokes. Brilliant day, lads. You made my day. It was even better than I expected it to be. But all in all, brilliant day. Absolutely. If you haven't been and you need to go, and you can get down there to Wolverhampton next year, do it, because it is a real good day. But definitely looking forward to the expo this year. Absolutely. But that's my initial overview of the event, guys. But before I go, I've got one more thing. I've just noticed this morning I've managed to get to 201 subs, so I just want to quickly thank every single one of you again for your support and watching my channel, enjoying my content. Now, unfortunately, I usually say the guy who gave me the 200 sub, but I cannot remember his name. So all I can say is, whoever you are, top man, and whoever's given me the 201 sub, top man again. But all I can say is thank you for your support, guys. More videos coming soon. My collection start this week. But I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, as always. Do sub and do comment. And as always, I am Sybersnake 7. Keep playing, guys, and keep watching.